Hi. I've been asked by a couple people to talk about my health journey. So I thought I'd get on here now and do that since I talked about doing that a couple weeks ago and I've just been putting it off. A couple years ago, I started noticing some changes in my health. And it sort of happened right when I turned 40. My hair started falling out a lot. I probably lost about half of my hair. And I had foggy brain. A few months after these symptoms started showing up, I had influenza, and I was very sick for about 3 weeks. And I never felt like I fully recovered from that. In fact, I started noticing some really severe symptoms. At first, it was I couldn't focus, I couldn't grab any words. I just I didn't feel fully better. I still felt exhausted, like severely exhausted all the time. And I couldn't figure out what the deal was. And then I got a couple really severe symptoms. Vertigo, which scared me. It kept me from driving for a little bit. And then I got a really severe headache, which I never get severe headaches. I get mild headaches every once in a while. And this stuck around. It lasted all day long, every day for about a week. So finally, I decided I need to go to the doctor. And because it was so severe, they decided to do a head CT, which came back clear. My doctor said my brain looked great. But my blood work came back showing that I had a low thyroid. And I was like, good. There's medication I could take that's supposed to take care of this. And I was pretty desperate at this point because we were getting ready to go on a 3.5-week trip to Europe. And so I needed to get some relief. And I did. I started to feel somewhat normal. I was able to operate like a normal human being somewhat. So we went. It was crazy traveling with 5 kids around Europe, jet lag. It was also a lot of fun. But had that to deal with as well, coming home and just getting back into the swing of things. And I still just did not feel 100%. I went back to get my blood work done again, and it was still low, so she upped my dosage. But after months, I just wasn't feeling like I felt like I should. And everybody just kept telling me it takes time for your body to get used to the medication and for it to work fully. And I just did not have the patience for that. And I hated feeling just drained all the time. And so I relied heavily on caffeine to just get me through the day, which gave me some other side effects. Moody, just other things. And so about 6 months after my diagnosis, I was reintroduced to doTERRA essential oils, which I'd used off and on for about 9 years, but never on a daily basis. And I found a few that helped me a little bit with my weight, my mood, and I just felt okay still. Not 100%. I still did not have the energy. And then I just kept moving along, hoping that something would click and I would all of a sudden feel better. I did take care of my health. I was on a pretty good diet. I wasn't really exercising every single day, but I felt pretty good. I still didn't feel 100%. Not that we do, but I at least wanted to get close to that. And in fact, I started getting some of the symptoms that I had gotten prior to being diagnosed. So I was like, what is the point of being on this medication when it's not even fully helping me right now? And so I started toying with the idea of weaning myself off of the medication and just doing a combination of oils, which I'd heard about. And so I started taking these oils and using that to supplement for these issues that I was having. So I started doing that back in October. I just started slowly weaning myself off. And by the beginning of the year, I was completely off. And I have to say, like, I feel great. I felt great at the time that happened. And I felt even better than I did taking the medication. A couple other changes that I implemented was I started intermittent fasting, which works really well for me. I really enjoy it. And I cut soda out of my life. I didn't touch it. And I only was drinking water. In fact, we bought a water machine called a Kangen machine, and it's pretty amazing. I'll have to get on here and talk about it again, but it has transformed me. I've been able to lose weight and maintain it. I'm not where I want to be completely, but I am super happy. I wasn't looking for a quick fix. I wanted to implement these things slowly and get used to them and keep going with it. I have a tendency to get bored with it and quit, especially if I don't see results quickly. And so I told myself that when I started, and I'm super happy. I still have a ways to go with my diet and my exercise, but I feel great. And if you have any questions or anything you want to ask me, feel free, and I'm happy to answer. I hope you have a wonderful day.